Sometimes you have to use the Pythagorean theorem for problems that don't specifically state that that's what you're doing. So for example, this problem is asking you to find the area of this triangle. Now we know it's a right triangle, it shows that in the picture. Now if you remember in our past video or from past grade levels, when you are finding area, we want the base of the triangle and the height. If we had that, we would multiply base times height. That gives us the size of a rectangle, but then we divide by 2 because we only want this half that makes our triangle here. Our problem is that we don't know the height of this triangle. We only know this slant height right here, which is not the height of the triangle. So we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem to figure that out. All right, so we know our Pythagorean theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I want to make sure that I label correctly, so I know that my longest side is the one across from the right angle. This is my c. The other parts, the legs of the triangle, they can be either a or b. So we'll label this way. So I have a squared, because I don't know what a equals. I'm using 6 for b, so 6 squared, and c is 10. 10 squared for c squared. All right, I need to multiply my 6 times 6 is 36. 10 times 10, 100. And now I need to isolate this a squared, which means I'm going to solve this equation. I'm going to undo this 36 by subtracting. So I get a squared left over on this side, and then on the other side, 100 minus 36 is equal to 64. Now that I have this, I have to undo the squaring, which the opposite would be square root. The square root of a squared is a, the square root of 64 is 8. So now I know that my a is equal to 8. So I now have the height of this triangle. So now let's look at how to find the area. I know that that side was 8. I already knew that the base was 6. We don't even need the 10 anymore because we have the components that we need to be able to find our area. Because area equals, we're going to multiply the base times the height, and then we're going to take it and divide it by 2. Because if I multiply base times height, that would create a rectangle of that size. So 6 times 8 would give me 48. But then since I only want this half of the rectangle that makes the triangle, I'm going to divide that by 2. So 48 divided by 2 would be 24. So the area of this particular triangle would be 24 units squared.